What is going on, everybody? We are back with another CCW review. This is Nick.
And I'm Joe.
I don't know why I said this is Nick. That's weird.
that is Nick.
Um, and we're talking about Elimination Chamber Chicago. Since we got to just
Yes.
I hate that every pay per view name now is the pay per view name and then the city. I hate it so much, so much.
That would be confusing for AEW because they run a lot of the same shows in the same town.
But and you know what started this shit? The takeovers.
Yeah, takeover, blah blah blah.
Takeover Brooklyn.
Takeover, blah blah blah.
And then when they do a second one in that city, it's Takeover Brooklyn too. It's stupid.
Yep.
Anyways,
But that was back when it was new and fresh and not beat to death.
So Joe and I tied our predictions, but to be fair, we were going to anyways because we picked all the same things. We went 3-1. They tried to throw a swerve at us
by numbers night.
They tried to throw a swerve at us to close the show.
A terrible swerve.
And I liked it better than what the alternative was. I like it better than at least 4 alternatives. All right. Although it's going to lead to another match that I don't care for.
I don't know. We'll get there.
So we start off with.
Yeah, we'll get there, but I don't.
We start off with a opening video package of Phil walking around Chicago talking about wind and pressure or some shit.
I love that you called him Phil.
Pretty Phil of him, to be fair.
I called him because I usually call him like Cookie Monster Punk or something like that. I called him Chicken Mutilator earlier today to Kristen. I think I'm just going to come up with 2 different things each time.
We start the match off with the Women's Elimination Chamber match, and I had a very big complaint at the very beginning of this. And that's, while they were announcing is when the match was about to start, that's when they started lowering the fucking cell. And honestly, they could have been lowering that shit during the fucking fireworks show. Like, I didn't need to see the fucking thing slowly come down the ring. I don't care.
It's not like they had a 2-hour pre-show or anything that they could have accomplished that in or anything.
Right, and then on top of it, they don't just drop it down in a normal manner. It's done in the slowest, most hopefully dramatic way possible because I was like, oh my god, look at this great structure. This just put the fucker on the ring, okay? You already ruined the match.
It is heavy. You need to do it slowly, but you are right. It is done for presentation.
And why are we dropping it down so slow? Like I don't. Are you afraid you're gonna break the padding that is the floor since we don't have an actual anything that hurts anymore? Like I made the comment earlier that the outside of the ring is now softer than the inside of the ring, and that's a little fucked up.
Yeah, they've baby proofed it. Since we're just bitching about things right off the bat,
and then entrances.
I hate. The entrances, yes, fucking hate it. It's War Games all over again, except instead of stopping and getting a weapon before getting into the thing and then hitting each side of the ring, they're hitting each side of the ring. They're just going to the post to taunt the person in the fucking chambers.
Right.
The what?
The pods. I was just you're good.
Yeah, it's idiotic.
I hate it.
Yeah, the pods, the little chamber pods. I hated it so much.
Yeah, there was no reason for any of it. I don't. The only person, it would make sense if one person that's the biggest heel in the match does it because they're being a dick, and I get that. But it's every single person comes in and does it.
Everybody did it.
And it's just fucking quit.
Yep.
If it would have just been Logan, because I think by the time he came in anyways, there was one person in there. But yeah, it's everybody, and it's just just fucking shoot me. Just you know what?
Yeah. Get the fuck in the pods so we can get this show going.
And in this match, I guess we're starting off with Kiana James and Tiffany Stratton. And I would like to make it a note. I absolutely loved Tiffany Stratton's gear tonight. It was pretty cool. I said these entrances were the first.
Yes, you were very complimentary.
These entrances were the first 20 minutes of the show, which is a bit ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Could have been 20 minutes of
The
wrestling. Oh, what a
I
concept.
I overdid that though because it's not just the entrances there. It was literally 8:20 when the match bell rung, and there was at least 3 to 4 minutes of that was the Punk opening. But you're still talking about 15 minutes of entrances. That's unnecessary.
Yep. Yep.
So, um, after a bit of time, Asuka's the first person to actually come out of a pod. Which we actually got a moment of cool from Kiana because she just rushed right into that fucking pod and started beating Asuka down. I don't I don't know what's going on with Kiana, but she looked better tonight than I have ever seen from her personally.
Okay. She looked like she belonged.
Right, as opposed to always looking like she's just the second person
Mm-hmm.
in a group.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yep.
she had an aura about her. I still don't like her because I don't know anything about her personality, so I don't
Well,
care.
her gimmick sucks.
But she did at least look like she belonged in the match. I still would have rather had Julia because I think it would have made for more entertainment. But
Agreed.
it is what it
But
is.
they had their token Asian person in the match, so they weren't going to add another one.
They can make it all the Asian ladies. Listen, if you want,
That would have been a better match.
if you want to put Julia, Io, Kyrie, Asuka, and is there two more?
Oh, just say Mia Yim just for the hell of it.
Mia Yim. I don't know. Either way,
She was the weakest link there.
it would have
She's
been
the
a
only other one I could think of.
it would have been a banger match. I guess technically, what's her face is at least half Asian. Roxanne, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the ethnicity of Her last name's Perez.
Um. Oh no, it is. Okay, no, she's just Latino born. Look,
Yeah.
she has an Asian look to her, so whatever. Um, she does.
We're uh, yeah, she's okay.
Uh, anywho, next woman is Alexa Bliss. She came in, and in my
Yep.
notes, I actually put down. I wonder if anyone's ever been eliminated in one of these matches before all six people are in because I don't remember. Funny enough,
Yep.
Alexa's the first person eliminated in this match, and it is before the last thing comes in, so the timing is not lost on me in my comments.
Nope.
um. Anyways, Rhea then comes out shortly after Alexa does, and then so there's this really weird spot where like Bliss was trying for her sister Abigail, but Rhea was confused about the spot that was going on.
Oh yeah,
And
they were
the
not in position and then trying to readjust and get into right position so they could readjust to do the other reversal.
yeah, it was not good. It was very honestly the only real sloppy moment of the match.
It was messy.
You're
It
cut.
was messy, but at the same time, I could understand if Rhea not getting in position. It still looked like a struggle, so it didn't bother me that much.
Right. So Asuka spits stuff in Alexa's eyes. Kiana gets the pin, and I'm annoyed because I'm like, of all people to get the pin on Bliss, we're going with Kiana. All right. Don't worry, the pins get more stupid as the night goes on.
Don't worry.
This next one,
You
though.
literally said, "Don't worry," same time as I did.
Raquel is the last one to come in. She power slams Kiana through the cell door, which was a pretty cool moment. And then she choke slammed
And she took her
Asuka.
through both walls.
Yeah. And then she chokeslammed Asuka on top of Kiana and then pinned them both at the same time. And I was like, that might be the best spot of the entire night on this show. It was just
She Tijuana bombed Asuka on top of Kiana and pinned them both.
yeah. After that, Rhea cannonballed Raquel, and then Stratton hit her moonsault right after and pinned Raquel. It was another well put together spot. At this point, Tiffany's nose started bleeding. Her 80s rocker costume is now complete.
Just things like to attack her face.
Yeah,
Her
they do.
face finds things. Her face just finds things.
Either that or her hands don't find where they need to be. There's also another possibility.
Well, yeah.
Rhea ends up winning with a Riptide. I had no clue that Rhea was going to win this match. It came from completely out of nowhere. It's the biggest surprise of the entire. No, it's not. No, it's not. This night is so fucking
Yeah.
predictable, and I hate
Yes,
it.
young upstart out of nowhere. Yeah, it was
Um,
very paint by numbers.
I would have rather had Rodriguez versus Jade. I just think it would have been at least different. Um, but I get the whole point of like, oh, we need to put our big stars at the top of the, at the tops
Yeah, you
for
got to put your big
WrestleMania.
stars in the big star spots.
But
It's depressing because,
WrestleMania is a good way to build up
yeah.
big stars, if I'm being honest.
Whoa, hold on. We don't create new stars, okay?
Yeah, at least not at Mania. Um,
Not anymore.
match 2.
The one time they try to build a quote unquote new star during this thing falls super flat, but we'll get there.
Right. AJ hits a nice Shining Wizard late into the. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even say what the name of the match was. Match 2 was the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match. It was Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. AJ hits a nice Shining Wizard late into the match. The rest of the match up to that point just didn't matter, at least to me.
No, it did not. It was very
Um,
boring and not so great.
Becky Lynch took out Jessica Carr by accident. That was fun.
Yeah, by accident.
Jessica Carr, after that, wouldn't let Becky put AJ into the exposed turnbuckle. At which point, Becky dove at AJ, and AJ moved, and Becky hit the turnbuckle. Which this is absolutely going to be a part of this whole storyline. She's going to blame Jessica
Yeah.
Carr for screwing her.
Yep.
I'm definitely expecting by the end of all this for her to be like, "This is the Chicago screw job." I'm waiting for it. So then AJ ends up getting Becky into the Black Widow. Becky taps out, and AJ Lee is your new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Again, major surprise. Had no clue this was going to happen.
Just out of nowhere.
Out of
Just
nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Anyways, we're both 2-0 at this point on the night for our predictions. Match 3 is our WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. It's CM Punk versus Finn Balor. And
Finn Balor.
Punk somehow reversed a coup de grace into a sharpshooter, which is one of the smoothest fucking things I've seen in a long time. I don't know how it happened, but he did it.
He did indeed.
Punk hits the GTS for the win. I don't have a lot of notes for this match because I'm not going to lie to you guys. During this match, so prior to this match, we had gotten an advertisement for Papa John's, and I was like, oh, I should probably order some pizza. I'm hungry. So I ordered some Papa John's.
See, that advertising's working on you. You're part of the problem.
Look, I would have ordered pizza at some point anyways. I just chose Papa John's this time.
They're in your head.
It's usually
Totally
Pizza
in your
Hut.
head.
It's usually Pizza Hut.
Yeah, like I said, that advertising's working.
And then like the pizza got here during this match as well. Like this match went on long enough. I ordered the pizza and got the pizza before it was over. And then
it was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. It was a well wrestled match. Nobody got hurt, which was my fear the entire time. The Chicken Mutilator got his moves in.
I love that.
Did Balor.
I love that your fear is.
It was fine.
I love that your fear is somebody getting hurt prior to WrestleMania, and I'm like, I don't fucking care if they get hurt before WrestleMania because you know what? You shouldn't put all your chicken eggs in one basket.
I want him to have his WrestleMania main event, so he will shut the fuck up about it.
He's already said he had his WrestleMania main event.
That's bullshit.
He said it himself.
That's him just pandering.
And you know what? He's going to continue to pander. That's why I don't care if he ever got the fucking main event. I wouldn't. He could have gone his entire career and never main evented.
I still like the chicken. I still like Chicken Mutilator Punk. Okay.
Yeah, I like him too. I don't like him as main event, but I like him. Anyways,
I hated his very Chicago Bulls entrance though.
I didn't even notice the entrance. I hated his tights.
Again, it was very Chicago Bulls, Chicago Blackhawks themed.
Right. After this match, Balor goes to shake Punk's hand, and Punk accepts the handshake. And then AJ Lee comes out and they celebrate together. They're so cute.
Yeah, and nothing happens after that.
I mean, there's some stuff that happens after it. Prime example: we finally get to see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
And everyone was right. It was Danhausen.
Yep.
So it was pretty obvious going into the show that it was going to be Danhausen. They had discounted his merch on Shop
Wrestling
Tees or
tees.
Wrestling Tees or whatever it is.
Yep.
He had been taken off of AEW's roster page today.
Yep.
It was just like every sign was pointing towards it, and it's one of the things that I hate about the business. This would have been so
He's
much.
from Chicago. He's Punk's buddy. This was the place to debut him. The box gimmick was stupid, but then again, kind of so is his gimmick. So we'll see what happens.
I loved they opened the box and there's a coffin inside, and
Right.
the coffin opens and then the light shines down so you can't see what's going on behind the coffin. And
And just this
as it
full
opens,
ass party of people.
there's this like clown car of fucking people that come out of the casket, and they're all people dressed in vampire gear and face painted like Danhausen, and I absolutely loved it. It actually reeked of extremely campy 80s horror.
It reeked of campy early 90s, late 80s, early 90s WWE.
Well, there was. I mean, I don't even think of that. I'm a horror fan. That's where my mind went.
Well, I know, but it's in a wrestling setting, so I think of the weird campy WWE bullshit from that era.
Right. They all come out.
I like his theme music.
His theme music is fun. I actually like it more than his AEW theme music, even though I have a personal interest in his AEW theme music because it was basically the theme song from Halloween 3, and it was a lot of fun.
Yep.
He gets down to the ring. He hands Cole a jar of teeth for whatever reason, and then he gets in the ring, and then the lights go out, and then the crowd boos, and then the lights come on, and everybody's gone. It was just a figment of your imagination.
Yeah, so this is the perfect market to debut him in, and they booed. They booed bad. So I don't know.
Now, you say they were booing
If this is
during
gonna
the
be
thing.
rival.
I went back and watched it. I heard no boos at all until the lights went out. So I don't think they were booing him. I think they were booing the way it ended. But they weren't cheering him either. They were quiet. Like he came out, his initial reveal, there was a little bit of cheers, and then it just got quiet. And it was weird and awkward.
Again, this was the market to do it in, and it didn't go over super great. I like Danhausen,
The problem is,
but I don't know. I hope he's not dead on arrival. I think he could do a lot of funny things.
there's not enough of the WWE fan base that knows
who the fuck he is.
So they debuted him like somebody like he hasn't really been on AEW TV in like 2 years.
He hasn't been on anything.
He hasn't been doing anything. I mean, he does his interviews and his going to conventions and
his
stuff
YouTube
like that.
stuff. Yeah, he's got a big YouTube following, but Tony wouldn't book him, and
Tony wasn't doing shit with him.
Too.
He was hurt for a lot of that, but then he wasn't. But then he just never got used, and now he's in WWE, and nobody over there really knows who he is.
Yeah.
They honestly,
hopefully he'll be allowed to wrestle.
They honestly should have just put him in NXT to start off like they do everybody else. He's somebody that would benefit from going there. At least to start building up a name.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
we'll see.
Like,
we'll see.
Like Powerhouse Hobbs making a direct transfer to the main roster makes sense.
Why Danhausen's got more years in the business than Hobbs does.
Okay, I don't care about years in business.
You're just thinking of aesthetic and look.
Yeah. What fits and what doesn't.
Well, maybe we'll actually get some variety out of WWE for a change.
It'll be nice, because right now everybody's the same. Well, not everybody, but most people are the same.
Yeah, most people are the same. We'll see. Put him in Judgment Day. He can
No,
be the
don't
new
do that.
R-Truth in Judgment Day.
Don't do that. Somehow he's
Him and JD McDonagh are going to be tag team champions and beat the Usos.
somehow he's in WWE and he's still going to be in the Don Callis family. Um,
That would be funny.
so
Oh man.
match 4, men's elimination chamber match. Trick Williams versus LA Knight versus Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Javon Evans versus Cody Rhodes. So at some point, Logan Paul took Jey Uso's spot here. Which is fine.
Because clearly before dude hurt himself, Bronson Reed was supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
But he got hurt, and then Jay got beat up, quote unquote. So Paul wrestled on SmackDown for the chance to get in there, and he won, allegedly, from what I understand.
So we start off.
At least they made him earn it.
Yeah. We're starting off with Javon versus Cody. Shortly after that, Trick comes in. Trick hit a pretty cool double bookend on Javon and Cody. Looked really good. Logan Paul came in next. As soon as he came in, everyone jumped him, which made me laugh.
That was the best part of the match.
Logan eventually hit his buckshot, which is the ugliest fucking buckshot in the business. Shortly after that, LA Knight came in. LA Knight ends up BFTing Javon on top of the pod after the two of them threw Logan off onto Cody and Trick, which was a really fun segment. We got no crazy moves from the men. Like, even Javon didn't really do anything like I thought he was going to do.
I thought this match was very tame.
It was. Randy comes in last. Logan Paul hits Javon Evans with the pulverizer, which is actually way too good of a move for him to be doing.
I hate that the kid actually has talent.
That pulverizer is one of the coolest fucking finishers in WWE, and it's on
he's
him.
A terrible person, and just a terrible act to watch.
Now I'm on the opposite end of you. I enjoy watching him. I don't like him as a person, but I don't have to like the people that I watch and enjoy as a person. I'm a Chris Benoit wrestling fan.
Because his gimmick is he's a terrible person, and that's just living. That's just living. He's just living the gimmick.
I don't know. It's different. But yeah, I love the pulverizer. It's a dope move. LA fucked up his turnbuckle elbow drop. I'm just glad he didn't eat the fucking the canvas when he did it.
Yeah, he recovered and made it work. But yeah, he totally slipped.
Cody hits the crossroads on Trick, and then Paul tosses him into the turnbuckle and steals the pin for some reason.
Because he wanted all the shine, man. He wants the shine.
At some point, I'm sorry. So Logan Paul had pinned and eliminated Javon. He was the one that he hit with the pulverizer. And then Cody hit the crossroads on Trick. Paul stole that pin. At which point, a new there were 3 people he eliminated. Oh yeah, because then he low blowed LA Knight. I'm sorry.
Yep, he beat LA Knight and pulled his trunks and pinned him too.
LA Knight was the second one. He low blowed him, rolled him for the pin, and then the Trick Williams spot happened. So at that point,
Trick sat at the entrance of the cage and left the cage open forever.
Oh, he was gone, and then they still left the cage open. They never closed it at that point. So
yeah, it's almost like they wanted someone to come in.
And we'll get there. So, a new masked man, so on SmackDown, a masked man had come in and tried to stomp or tried to get involved, but he got demasked by Logan and ended up being like this guy that I guess he's an Evolve wrestler, but nobody really knows who he is.
He trained at Seth's situation, so he's familiar with Seth.
So then a masked man came in this time, but he got pulled away by security, and then he was unmasked by Pierce, and it ended up being another guy that I didn't know who he was.
Another indie guy.
And then while all that was going on and they finally get away, another masked man did come in.
Gave Paul the stomp.
Gave Paul the stomp. And then Cody pinned him. and Logan Paul was gone. At which point, the masked man reveals himself to finally be Seth Rollins, which my guess is they're going to say that all the men that were masked men leading up to this point are Seth's class, the people that he's been training.
Yeah.
Because obviously he was out with injury for a while, so he couldn't have done a few of those.
Sure.
I was excited to see Seth. The product's just a better product with him involved. It is, and while I think
I agree.
while I think the reveal itself wasn't as good as it could have been or impactful, I'm never gonna be sad to see Seth come out of fucking nowhere. I was excited to see him.
The bad thing is because everybody else is hurt now. Braun Breaker might be back by Mania, so we still may get Breaker and Seth at Mania. But if not, we're probably getting Seth and Paul at Mania, and I don't want to see that match.
No. Seth leaves through the crowd. The cage was still open, and Drew McIntyre came out, attacked Cody. Orton then RKO'd Drew, and then Cody hit the crossroads on him. Now, leading up to this match, there had been a lot of conversation, I guess, to Randy Orton saying that he didn't have to do what it takes to win anymore at his age. So while still distracted by just taking the dude out, Orton spun Cody around, hit him with the RKO, got the win. And I was actually happy to see it happen, only because it subverted my expectations and it wasn't Cody. But the problem is, it's probably still going to be Cody, because we're probably going to get a three-way out of this, and it's a three-way I don't care to see.
I don't care to see any of this because it is going to be rest hold city. If it's a one-on-one with Drew, that is going to be the most methodical fucking match, and it's going to be boring and slow and just not good. You add in Cody, at least there's another person to do something during all the time the other people need to rest. But I don't care. I just really don't care.
You could have filled in this match with either LA Knight or Trick Williams, and it would have felt fresh. Regardless of which direction you went, it would have felt like a fresh, good, decent main event. And instead, you go with the people that have been around forever.
Yeah, the status quo.
And that's where my problem with WWE is, ladies and gentlemen.
It's too safe. It's overly safe. They don't even attempt to make new stars.
No.
They're about to be in real fucking trouble because these guys are aging out.
Yeah.
They've got to start moving people up into that main event scene. And yeah, LA Knight is no spring chicken. But like you said, it would have been fresh. I think him and Drew would have had a great match.
Yeah. And
they probably already have in TNA's history when he was Eli Drake.
And then on top of it, why in the fuck is this cage door... Like, by the time Drew McIntyre even got involved, there weren't even refs by the cage door. They had already disappeared. Like, why is this cage door still open for him to come in and do this?
Fuck it. There's only 2 participants left. Nobody else is coming out, so who cares?
Yeah, no, that's so stupid. So I did do some research, which you were already on the process, I believe, of doing it with me as well. The last time Orton main evented a WrestleMania was 2014, so 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Also a triple threat match.
Which was a triple threat match against Batista and Daniel Bryan, who I said were better. He was wrestling against 2 people that were better than anyone on the roster today.
Yep.
And I hold true to that because I'm an asshole, and I know I'm an asshole. But
I don't think you're wrong.
I will go out there and say I think Daniel Bryan in ring bell to bell is the best professional wrestler of all time.
He's certainly in the top 5.
And Batista was just a beast.
Yeah. They spent that entire match just beating old Bryan Danielson's ass.
Yeah, they did. So yeah, that's the end of Elimination Chamber. Don't worry, guys. I thought we were going to have Collision to look forward to. Watch that video when that one comes out. Was it better than Elimination Chamber? Yes. By much? No.
It was a very midnight of wrestling. Again, nothing was bad in this show. Just nothing was great. Nothing was exemplary in any fashion.
Nope.
So, I if this is the fucking road to WrestleMania, it's been a bumpy one so far.
Has it even been a bumpy one? There's been no bumps to be enjoyed.
Well, that's the thing. There's nothing to. Well, I guess a smooth one would be. I don't know. Whatever analogy you want to use, it's been bad. It's not been good.
Like I'd even mentioned in the chat, if
Other
I
than the promo between Punk and Roman, that's been the only good thing.
there are two rules in wrestling that have disappeared that need to come back, and they're two rules I think help the product in terms of viewing. The very first one is people should be required to defend their title at least once every 30 days. I feel like
Agreed.
that's a rule that was taken away probably specifically for people like Roman.
Yep, Roman and Lesnar.
And it's a rule that
Just part timers. Just say part timers.
that's fine. But it's a rule that you should have to defend your title once every 30 days. If you don't, you're stripped of it. It goes to somebody else.
Yep.
Like right now, listen, a lot of y'all can love Dom all you want. He shouldn't have either of the titles that he has. That motherfucker was gone for 3 months.
Nope. He ain't defended that belt since he defended it against when he was doing like the Rusev and
Penta.
Penta. Yeah. Thank you. I was struggling there.
You're welcome. So yeah, I don't. That's one
Yeah,
rule.
and I don't care that he's hurt. I don't care that he was hurt.
That's a part of wrestling. Next person up.
That's exactly. Strip him. Put it on somebody else. He get a title shot when he gets back.
And in fact, if you even wanted to do this whole fucking temporary title thing, the interim championship, that's fine.
Yeah, they used to do that all the time. One of the better things about AEW is AEW do that.
Yeah.
Then you get a title versus title match. It's great.
So then the other thing is, I wish they would bring back, if you lose a championship, you get your rematch. You get a rematch for it. Mostly because, for one, it seems like a lot of times when people lose, it's to stupid reasons, right? Like they're in wrestling today, there are a lot of interference spots.
Yep. There's no. Everybody's afraid to get beat clean.
Right. And this is a situation where, and I had mentioned this in chat, I actually thought it would have been cool if they still had that rule in place. It would have been cool to see Punk lose to Balor tonight, and then it'd be a 3-way title match between them three at fucking WrestleMania.
I think you just want something different. I am not against the 3-way. I'm not. But I think Lesnar, God damn it. Wrong part-timer. Roman and Punk is a big marquee match with two big names.
And it's going to be the most boring match on that fucking card.
It's going to be a very Paul Heyman match. It's going to be Superman Punch, Spear, GTS. It's going to be like you're in a wrestling game and you've got all your finishers and special moves maxed out.
I just want somebody a little younger, a little more spry, that can actually fly around and make something entertaining there. That's why I would have been fine with Balor being in it. Honestly, if you want to, for shits and giggles, throw fucking Javon Evans or somebody that can just fucking move faster than the speed of ouch, like, I'm fine at that rate. But this match is the match I am least looking forward to as a match. I'm looking forward.
It'll have a big match feel, not Phil. That's the participant. It'll have a big match feel to it, but it will underwhelm. It's just the whole show's going to underwhelm.
Yeah. Right now, there's not one match that has been put out that is going to happen that I am super. Oh, okay, that's a lie. I actually would probably say the Liv and Stephanie Vaquera match I'm looking forward to. As far as matches go, everything else right now,
I think Stephanie will be fine. I need this. I hope Liv can hold her end of it. I'm not sure she can.
Look, my dream WrestleMania match, and I'm surprised they didn't push towards this with all the times it started and never actually finished. Y'all should have just put Io and Stephanie together, dude. Let them finally have their finished match. Like, they are a prime example of two faces you absolutely can put against each other in WrestleMania, and they could honestly even probably main event one of the nights and hold it true.
Yep.
But no,
But they don't book for that. They book for the spectacle, not actual match quality.
probably be afraid they'd steal the fucking show anyways.
You're not wrong. They'll probably be the first. They would be the first match on night one,
Like the
just to
women
start
always
the
are.
show hot, and then it would be fucking downhill
That's where
from there.
Rhea and Jade are starting. Mark my words.
Yeah, Mark, put it down. Put it down right now.
Um. So yeah, there's my bitching. Elimination Chamber's done, guys. From here on out, it's we're on the back end of the road to WrestleMania. We got 6 weeks.
We can see the exit in the vast distance.
Everybody makes a big deal of this time of year, but I agree with AJ. I don't think WrestleMania holds the prestige it once did.
No, no, it hasn't. It hasn't since honestly since WrestleMania 30.
Do you know what the biggest show of the year
That was
feels
the
like to
last
me?
good one. What's that?
All In.
Yeah.
In terms of actual feel for a show, All In feels more important than anything else going on in wrestling right now.
I don't disagree.
And I'm going to tell you, it should be WrestleMania. This isn't because I'm enjoying AEW more right now. It should be WrestleMania. WrestleMania should be the show that feels the most important. It just doesn't.
I agree.
It just doesn't.
They're booking. I don't know what's happened to H, man, because
He started
his
off hot.
booking. Yeah, and it has went to shit. He has fallen into Vince McMahon tropes, and he can't find his way out of it.
It's what happens when you hire people like Road Dogg. So,
Road Dogg was there when he was in NXT. He was helping him in NXT. I don't know if like he's listening to Bruce Pritchard a lot more, and it's just that's why. I don't know.
the casual fan base loves this shit though, and I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're there for the entrances and the moments. They're the reasons why we can only have 4 matches, because their attention span is shit, and they're only there for the entrances and the big moments.
Yep. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all. We'll talk to y'all next time. Deuces.
Later.